there's two aspects, I guess, to super oversimplify the sex game for men. One that a lot of men quote because it's a soft and it's a more honorable thing, if you will, for lack of a better term, is to point out like that's how men connect emotionally to women is via sex. This is how
Yeah.
we are shown our value. That's how we get validated as the man. It makes us feel big and loved and appreciated if our wife does the deed with us. True. But there's also the not soft part of it, which is why we have things like men taking care of themselves in a matter of minutes, if not seconds, with pornography. This is why we have sex workers, the world's oldest profession. It's filling a need for the visceral, for the very physical act, which doesn't have hardly any emotion tied to it at all.
Yeah.
We're able to go there if we have to. And if we need to, men have shown for generations, we'll go there if we need to. This is where there's a big disconnect with some partners is that emotionally disconnected, I just need to get this need met, mechanical aspect of sex for men. When they apply that to their woman, their wife of many years, and she can feel that, dude, I just need to release here, and she becomes basically like a human masturbatory device. That's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of men don't like to hear that. They don't like, putting the mirror in front of them and go, that's what you're doing, dude. You guys haven't connected emotionally or intellectually or anything for months, if not years. And here you are going, you wanna? She's like, oh, Casanova. Yeah, how do I resist? No, I don't wanna. What the hell? He's like, yeah, whatever. And he's mad because she won't do that. Or when they do it, it's, over in a matter of seconds. And he's like, yeah, fine. And she's like, what do you mean fine? That was horrible.
Yeah.
So there's an emotional component, there's a physical component.
It's kind
It's
of
a
like
difficult little dance to
it's kind
perform there.
it's kind of like the other side of the dead bedroom, because if I remember, the gentleman who was tracking his intimacy, he actually said that they had a perfectly decent sex life. He said that wasn't even a complaint. It was always like 2 to 3 times a week, but it's just that there was literally no other affection given. And that's interesting that that can be a version of the dead bedroom where maybe the
Yeah.
mechanical aspect, as you put it, is being met perfectly, but there's no care for, like, do you feel fulfilled, do you
Yeah.
feel loved and respected
So
and safe.
I think any therapist hearing that story would say that is a very classic avoidant thing on the part of the wife. It sounds like the wife may have, don't know the full story, she may be a high libido avoidant person, which we often see in men. Men typically are more avoidant than women are in relationships. The men are the ones to go,
Interesting.
can we just stop talking about this shit, please?
I think
Can
that's
we just
true, actually, in my
Can we just
experience.
exist? Yeah. Can't we just exist? Do we always have to talk about things? Do we always have to talk about feelings? And, you're sitting at the dinner table enjoying a piece of quiet, and the wife goes, so, and you're like, oh God, here we go. That's Mr. Avoidant and Miss Anxious. Like she wants to connect, and he's like, please just leave me alone for a bit. Um, but I see often in my world where the gender's flipped, which is not the average, not the norm for the general public, which is the man's the anxiousy one and the wife's the avoidant one. And but if she still has that libido, she's like, I still need that physical release. But as far as everything else and
Yeah.
that connection with you, mister, nah, I don't need that.
It's really
And most people can't live that way in a relationship. It's not healthy by most standards.